Labadiena! In this episode I'm gonna make a coffee table for a friend of mine, the same one I made the Chandigarh tools for. And even though you may already know the style of the coffee table I'm gonna build, but I still have to figure it out. So I suppose let's go to the wood rack and see what's my possible options. So it seems that this plank fits my needs best. It's just over 2 meters and a smidge over 35 centimeters, and the tabletop needs to be 1 meter by 70 centimeters. So if I will just chop it in half, it should be just right. It has a slight cup in the middle, but it also has plenty of thickness, so milling shouldn't be a problem. And luckily it's oak, and I was looking for oak. So I suppose let's go milling. One more minute and this board would be split in two, but somehow I stopped and realized that this is just a dirty ash. It's not a white oak. So I guess I should get back to the wood rack. It's a very tough decision to make. So, first of all, I found these two rustic oak planks. They are cut from the same trunk, I believe, because they are very similar, and I would like to keep them this way. I don't want to separate them. Plus, probably they're not gonna fit in their apartment because they are just too rustic. Then I found this one, and it's just gorgeous. But the problem is that it's a bit too narrow for the tabletop, and adding anything additional on the side would ruin it looks. I believe so. And then I realized that they have quite a lot of birchwood in their apartment, so birch is also an option. So I took down a few birch planks and I tried to combine some sort of a tabletop design. So this will be my pitch for them. So I'm thinking to leave this white crack in the middle, add a few huge bow ties, and yeah, leave it like that. But it's not for me to decide, so I called the client. He will come over soon enough and we will have a short discussion. I got the verdict. That one. The branch area is a bit soft and rotten. Also, I happen to have quite a huge gap in this crotch area. So I think I'm gonna patch it from the underside and fill it with epoxy. And for the patching, I like to use this aluminum tape. because it sticks well and it copies all the inconsistencies in the wood. Once you pressed it and copied all the all the rivets, it stays like that. So yesterday, just before leaving the workshop, I thought I will throw this polyethylene sheet underneath the slab, just in case. And as you can see, this void is completely empty. So that means that all the epoxy leaked underneath. Oh yeah, it did. Well, at least I'm sure that it's sealed now. So I guess let's mix more epoxy. As you can see, I ended up coating the whole surface, mainly because I just mixed too much. And if there's any softer spot like sapwood, I will let it absorb the epoxy. Eventually I will sand it down and most of it will be gone, but it will make the surface just a little bit more durable. Resin has hardened, now I just have to sand it off. It's sanded today and there's nobody in my colleague's workshop, so I'm free to use his white belt sander. So let's go there. This area right here was significantly higher than the rest of the board, and therefore it got the most material removed, and now I have some more filling to do. It looked flat at the first sight, but I should have ran it through the white belt sander before pouring any epoxy. Oh well. It's time for sanding. I have a few tiny bubbles showing up, so I guess I will use good old trick and fill these up with CA glue. This tabletop looked a bit dull to me. It was missing something. So I decided to experiment and paint the live edges white. First of all, I went to my colleague's painting booth and applied a coat of primer on the edges, just so I wouldn't have to spray a million layers of white paint. And then I applied a few coats of white paint. And I really love the result. It's somewhat unexpected and very charming. Next step will be to sand off all the overspray and apply a coat of Rubio. In case somebody missed a safety tip, never ever throw away an oily rag into a bin or a dumpster because it can potentially catch on fire. So submerge it in water for a night or even longer. So while tabletop is doing its thing, I will work on the legs. And I'm thinking to go with very simplistic design. Just square legs with slight tapers on two sides. All is left to do is attach these legs to the table. But before doing that, I would like to thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you soon. Bye bye.